You see that with the TV? That's a classic ass song. I am sorry, going down is classic.
It
That's
is.
classic. Oh man, see, this generation don't know songs that we grew up with, yo. You see, I have to go for it. But anyway, how you doing tonight on this Friday night?
I'm doing awesome.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. And how have your week been?
It's good.
That's good. So, first off, how much had Tubi been a godsend to the black independent creator?
It's a platform that there's a lot of platforms out there, but it's one of the biggest platforms for independent black filmmakers such as myself. You know, um, a lot of people know that this is where you can go check out movies for free. Doesn't cost you anything. So that's the biggest push that tell everybody. Hey, it costs money. People, everybody's like, I ain't got no money, but it's free to support on Tubi. Watch it for free. So there's no excuse.
Yeah, because see, I'm what I'm 48, about to turn 49. So I give my age. Everybody know how my smokers know how old my black ass is. And I think about the black exploitation days, right?
Mhm.
Because I mean, my dad used to play all those shits from the Mac and all that, and it kind of feels like we in that kind of an era now because you have so much black content out there, and I mean, it is actually pretty damn good. I know people talk shit about Tubi, but mama, you got some fire over there. I just want to let you know
Oh, thank you.
and everything. So and um and you in South Cat, you from South Cat.
Yeah, I'm in Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh my goodness and stuff. And the one thing I gotta ask you before I go into my particulars and we really get into this show for my smokers is what's the most gratifying part so far in your career as a producer, director, writer, and pretty much misses everything when it comes to this?
I guess it's people saying that they're watching a movie. Um, it getting out there. A lot of people liking it, waiting for the next movie. That's the biggest thing. Just having everybody waiting for the next movie, and when that drops, they're waiting for the next movie. Just keeping everybody excited and ready for some new fire.
Yeah, cause you got 12 of them on Tubi. You got a
No, I
lot of
have
movies.
15 on Tubi.
You got how many?
15.
15. Oh, excuse me. My bad. The post that I read, smokers, I forgot was old. So she didn't added something to me. And everything. And how long did it
Right.
take y'all to turn these movies out?
It just depends. Normally it might take you about a month or two to film. But it could take maybe up to a year before they're released. Sometimes.
Mm, oh my goodness. So people see smokers, I not only try to show you the adult film side of creativity, I also enjoy showing you the other side of the creativity, the Hollywood side. And I love talking to my to be creators. Because I mean, no, actually, excuse me, let me correct that. Black independent film creators. Because they need that spotlight. And we have some great ones out here. That's why I always rag about Tubi all the time. So with that being said, hello smokers, and welcome to a special smoke episode of the Smokers Lounge. You know who I am. I'm Kevin Arthur Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. You know you can find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. Two sponsors for you to enjoy. The first one being the hottest adult mag in the game, AroundCitizenMagazine.com. Next up, award-winning, award-nominated. We're talking about voiceover with Smut, and they even have a virtual reality side, which is award nominated as well. I'm talking about blusherrocker.com, and it's black owned. Shouts out to my man, son photographer. Also, you can see more content of mine for the more risque side of things of the podcast at the Premium Smoke Room on Loyal Fans. So go over there and subscribe today for $25.95. 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. It gets wilder, it gets crazier. You know what happens in the premium smoke room stays in the premium smoke room. So go ahead and subscribe over there to loyal fans. Also, 5 days out of the week, you can find me on fullyswapradio.com as I chop it up with the industry's best and brightest, and we give you that real smoke and tea about the industry. Also, you can find me on skyhawkafterdarktv.com as well as the BGP LLC app. Now I'm gonna sit back and let this gorgeous lady, who, when I saw her picture, I said she need to be in front of the camera just as much as she's behind it. I'm talking about she also, who I understand, is a magazine owner, film
Mm-hmm.
director, producer, writer, aka y'all can say she Mrs. Tubi if you really want to go there. Introduce herself. Go ahead, baby.
Hey everybody, this is Felicia. Again, award-winning writer, director, producer, magazine publisher based out of Charleston, South Carolina. Here to, talk about me, my journey, my movies. We have 15 films on Tubi, um, more than 15 probably on Amazon Prime. The latest film is No New Friends. Again, that's on Tubi, Amazon Prime, Vudu, as well as other outlets or platforms. So you have to look it up. But we push Tubi because it's free.
Yeah.
You don't have to pull out a credit card. You don't have to rent it. You can watch it for free. What other questions do you have for me?
Oh my God. My thing is we have conversation led by questions. So I don't want it to be no organic bullshit. That's why I don't tell nobody no questions, what have you. I usually go off of what people tell me. So we're gonna begin like this. First, I had to interview you because you're from my neck of the woods. I'm in North Carolina, you in South Carolina. And um to me, to see that what you're building down in South Carolina is damn near great. From seeing some of your movies and stuff like that, the recent one, Cherrybomb, which we will get into in a minute, and stuff. So, how did you get started in the movie directing, writing scripts, and all this good stuff?
Well, I've been writing scripts since elementary school. I used to do like little plays in a library.
Oh, so
Um,
you already knew what you wanted to do in life.
yeah, you asked me when I was little what I wanted to do. I always said I wanted to be a writer. I've always said that was my goal. Um, so I've been writing since I was little. Actually, what I did, I started when I went to college. When I went to college, I started my own magazine as a platform for my writing. So I was writing my own stuff, putting in my magazine. I built up a fan base. We even started an award show. My award show started with 8 people to 3,000 attendees here in Charleston. Um, I've been doing the magazine for like 17 years. Um, I started doing like a TV show that played every Friday on Comcast here in Charleston, every day on Knology here in Charleston. Um, it's called the Geechee One Chronicles. If you look those up, it's
I
maybe
think I
eight,
heard of
9 years
them.
ago.
Actually, I think I heard of that. I think I actually
So
heard of
So that's where we started a little bit, because I've been doing a little serious things, and then I started doing shorts, and then started doing full lengths. My very very first full length was actually Treasure Box, which is on Tubi, and that did really good. Was Treasure Box. After that was Sugar Babies, Lithia's Ball.
it.
I don't know the orders, but there's a bunch of them. We do got one short on Tubi called Glory Mountain. So that's our woman empowerment film. I got black women dressed up in um, like goddess gowns going up a mountain to get to the top, type thing. So it's creative. Like we're very, very creative. But I used to be considered like the horror queen because I used to do a lot of horror.
Oh,
Um,
really?
but they said that doesn't really sell too much. So I
Well,
think the
I ain't gonna
last
front
horror.
because of Cherry Box, you could have easily turned it into a horror film. If you want to be honest about it, by the way that it was written, it could have went there in that direction.
I mean, it could. I mean, I that was written 100% by me. Um, Cherry
Good
Bomb was
writing, by the
100%
way.
me,
I
and the
must.
name I had the name before Cherry Bomb. I think when it was Toxic something, but we changed it to Cherry Bomb. Because it was like that'll sell a little bit more. But yeah, so Cherry Bomb is about a mental, like black mental health. Like basically, she's doing drugs. She's getting fucked up, and every time you see her, as you can see, like she's already was messed up anyway. But the more drugs she does, she ended up being with a friend, and her friend will pop up, and her friend will tell her to do things, and she was happy. Like drugs makes you happy. Drugs takes you there. It's like you don't have to worry about pain, kind of thing. It's a good and a bad thing because like a lot of us we go through depression and stuff like that. So drugs do can get you out of that feeling, but just it just took it too far a little bit. So every time that twist at the end is like what, and some people hate it and some people love it,
Nah,
but
I actually liked it, and the reason why I liked it was because um it gave it. Okay, let's just keep it 100. A lot
yes,
of the typical Tubi movies is boss chick, baller, side chick, girl got cheated on, drug shit, this, that, and third. You get where I'm coming from?
yes,
No, period. Or in this situation, black girl lost. But you added an extra layer to it that she was actually going through a mental illness situation in the midst of her becoming lost. You get what I'm coming from? Which
yes,
kind of played into mental illness within our culture that sometimes we don't
correct.
take into account, people not being diagnosed of the mental illness and maybe not even realize they having it.
hmm
Yeah.
in her case, like I said, it was like but it sort of said that. That's why I said it sort of was saying, when she, and it seemed like she always needed a friend. If you notice, like in the
Yeah.
beginning, it goes back to her running from her homegirls. They were chasing her about a boy. Her
Mm-hmm.
mom was just like, it's always gonna be somebody else. You're running me wild type thing, and it's always girls hating on her. But she always, and her mom mentioned, what happened to your friend? Like you always have your friend. So it's like, some girls always have that friend, and your friend betrays you, and that would happen with her when she started really doing drugs, and her the other girl was like, nah, like I don't do this. This is what you do with her. I'm out. So she was like, okay, cool. So she wasn't really, she was high, but she wasn't that high
Mm-hmm.
until she got mad when her boyfriend cheated on her. Then that took her to a whole nother level, and then it was like
Yeah.
next thing you know, it's she meeting a friend, and it's like, hey, pop two of these. You do it first, really, and then let's get back at him. So she getting back at him. It made her feel good because she had a friend with her, and and it's like she was doing, she thought she was doing good.
Yeah. No, because it's the point. Because see, also what I like was you left Easter eggs that went at the end of the movie that a person can go back and say, wait a second, yeah, damn, why I ain't think of that? Why I ain't see that? You feel me? Because
And
even
some
with
people caught it, and some people caught it though, and that would get me too, because you have people, like some people said they didn't like the movie. They said my movie dragged, and my thing is what gets me is I have the build up. The build up, I get it. I guess nothing against nobody else with Tubi and nothing against nobody else style. Like a lot of people, they want to see sex every 5 minutes. They want sex. They
Mhm.
want people get shot every 5 minutes. It's like
Yeah.
it's leading up to the story. So the story is going back and forth. Some people said they didn't like that back and forth. They were just like, that's confusing. But the whole time she's in jail. So if you see her outside the jail, it's her telling her story. It's showing the story of how she got there,
Mhm.
how she became who she was. You know, she was, she was a fun girl. She was a fun girl, always had a friend. You know, her man left her. Now she's doing more drugs. She was already doing drugs because remember the other girl was around giving her drugs. So she started doing more drugs, and then it was like, okay, now I got another friend, and um, the Easter egg thing that some people did catch because some people was like they thought old girl was just rude. Like every time she had around her, nobody talked to her. It was
Yeah.
like, well, dang, nobody's talking to her. Like,
No,
so
well,
that's
no,
why we
this way it
showed.
caught me when the detective went and saw her in prison and said, we don't see no other girl with you on the camera. And I said, damn, I had a feeling that Bubbles, I mean that was her name, right?
Yes, bubbles.
Um, was a figment of her mind or a multiple personality disorder type situation, where
Correct.
when she gets some type of trauma, she become bubbles.
Yes. So that's how it shows at the end where, the shooting is like, remember, it shows it shows them walking to the door together, but then at
Yeah.
the end it shows them walking to the door alone. She
Mhm.
did that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, dang, and then it also shows, like, um we did the herpes thing. I know somebody
Yeah.
was like upset that we did herpes. Um Herpes doesn't kill you. You know what I'm saying? It's actually, if you look it up, I think, I want to say, well, I heard it was 1 out of 3, but I know me and somebody else had an argument about that,
Yeah.
because it was like, that means if there's 3 people in me and 3 people in here, if you, me, and so in here, one of us got herpes. But
Yeah.
but herpes is something that a lot of people have, a lot of people live
Yeah.
with. I don't have herpes, but I do know some people did get at me for that. It was like, you're making it look like it's a bad thing, and I don't want to say herpes or whatever STD is a bad thing, but if you're having unprotected sex with anybody, you can catch anything, and you always have
No,
the
they
AIDS,
missed
syphilis.
why the herpes was bad. It was bad because she slept with a married man and passed it along, and she didn't know that she had it. You know what I'm
Correct,
saying? So to
correct,
me,
correct.
yeah. So to me, it's a teachable moment. As in, one, if you're going to be sleeping around, you might want to be tested as much as possible. And two, also it plays to married men them cheating. The fact that one, they shouldn't cheat, and two, the fact they cheat without use a condom.
And then the way we made it seem, and I said some stuff is implied. So
Yeah.
basically, we didn't show a sex scene. It's like they woke up, like, what happened, and
Mm,
it's like his character was supposed to come off kind of like like does he do this? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's what I was trying to get from that moment. It was like she felt dirty, like
Yeah.
this wasn't supposed to happen. He just like everything cool, like, he brought her over there. His wife's out of town. Everything's awesome. We watching TV. We chilling, and then just wake up and it's because of the pasta. It was because of the pasta. That this happened. It's like, wow. You still my little sister. You should hang out with me lately.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. So she's going on with her life. Like, okay, well, whatever, whatever. And then he calls her like, hey, I'm gonna kill you. So she's just like panicking, like
Mm,
you're panicking if somebody tells you that they're gonna kill
yes.
you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, let's get him before we get him. So he goes home to his wife. She's yeah, because but if you notice, he said that when they were walking, he was like, me and my wife are trying to have a baby.
Yeah.
We get together, we're trying to have this baby together. And the wife's not thinking that, hey, I don't sleep with nobody. I'm just with my husband, and I was thinking something, was kind of funny because again, like herpes, like herpes is like hot, like that, but sometimes it affects people differently.
Hmm.
So you can catch it and it just won't be full blown. You got a whole thing around you either. So I mean, that's why I said it's a lot of research. I had to look into it a little bit as well. Um, I know somebody did get with me on the scene where she's looking at herself in the bathroom, and it was like a lot of people don't sit on the toilet with their underwear on, but she could have been in the mirror. She could have been, however. I mean, that's just how I thought the scene looked good.
Yeah.
Push the
I mean,
door.
what they want her to do? Take a shit while she or pretend like she was taking a shit? What it was expected? I mean,
But I guess she wasn't supposed to have her underwear on. But my thing is, it's a movie. At the end of the day, we're not
yeah.
showing coochie and all that going on. So I
Well,
mean,
not only that, it's kind of like this, right? Because she might have. Okay, then I'm just playing devil's advocate, smokers. She could have been like any dude. He pulled his underwear down to look at his dick to see what's going on,
yeah,
and he may not take his underwear completely off. With her, she might have pulled her, pulled the underwear to the side, and she's looking. You feel me? It's kind of like sometimes people don't want to just fall into the fantasy. They want
yes,
to just nitpick it. You know what I'm saying?
correct. And that's what you get. Like, when you do a lot of these tubi movies, they're picking at everything. This wouldn't happen in real life, and it's like, yes, it would have. Everything does not happen A, B, C, D in real life, and and everybody does things differently. So that's just my opinion.
Now, I started the movie that you had posted on your page.
No New
Wait,
Friends?
not New Friends. This was a older one.
New
The Gangster
Friends?
Slay, something like
Yes,
that. Yeah.
yes. I
And
like
I
that movie
noticed
too. Yes.
something even in that movie. Do you write your movies to be layered? And what I mean by layers, so smokers can understand, is that you got the main story, but you add other little small tidbit stories into the main story to kind of give the main story beef. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yes, I do that. But I noticed that some of the Tubi people said that's a lot. It's everywhere. But I'm like, this her friends are going through this, and they're all connected. There's another movie on Tubi by me called Sinful. Now that one is like a whole soap opera going on. So
Mm-hmm.
you need to watch that one. So it could be really confusing, but it's not confusing because it's like these women in like a home and they're all telling a story, but guess what? They all somehow connect with the stories. So, and at the end of the movie, guess what? The home is not a home, they're in hell. So, and that's sinful. Now, we did shoot that a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, the look of it might be, you know,
No,
whatever, but,
because to me, even though now let's just keep it 100. Of course, a lot of Toomey movies are somewhat low budgeted filmed, but it's like many of you producers and directors make up for it with the story and the
correct.
flow of the movie. You get what I'm coming from? Because to me, even with both of those movies, and did you have anything to do with Please? Cause I saw it was on your page, or were you just promoting it?
No, no, I promote a lot of movies, different movies.
Okay, I got what you're saying. Like, but even with the movie that I saw on your end, um, it's kind of like to me, it's like you want to present a beefy story that draws people in. I see that you do that. So where do you get a lot of your inspiration for when you're writing with your scripts?
It, it
You
just
know.
comes to me.
Hmm.
It just comes to me. Like I'll have a dream and I can just write whatever comes to my head. it's no, it's no like okay, this came from that. It just comes to me.
Now, when it comes to the casting,
Mhm.
do you have an image of the lady that you want to, or guy to play that,
Part.
that role?
Yeah,
I mean,
I have a vision, but it can change. That's why
yeah.
we do actually have people audition, because again, they're auditioning to show that they can be that person. So I do have like okay, they might be 25, but then hey, I might get a 40-year-old that can really do it, or the part could be for a 40-year-old, and a 25-year-old might come in. Okay, that's my so and so, and then just make the characters younger. So it does go like that. But I do have an idea of what I am looking for, but it can change based on the audition.
Mhm. So it's like when um because I know what you're writing, like with the script, how long it take you to churn out a script? Because because so people can understand writing a script is different than writing a book, because you're writing conversation, you're creating moments and everything. And also I know within the script you're also describing the location, the atmosphere and the whole nine. So how long it take you to churn out one? Because I know it takes a
Oh,
lot more thought process when it comes to a
well,
script.
well, I'm kind of different because when it comes to me and I can just sit down with it, it might take me 2 days to write a script.
Mhm.
I'm editing the script now. I just be putting my story together and my
Mhm.
putting my stuff together. It takes about 2 days to write a script.
So shoot. So with you, like, how you decide which type movie that you want to put out? Because you might have a script that you say, nah, this ain't the time for me to put this out. Or I don't think that the climate now, the fans will feel this or take this.
Okay.
You know where I'm coming
Yeah,
from.
I don't do none of that. I don't do none of that. Whenever it comes to me and I want to do it, I do it. I don't, because my thing is, remember, like I said, the movies don't drop for like 6 months to a year, so we don't know what is going to be. We don't know what's going to be happening a year from now. But I did a western last year. No, a year and a half ago, and guess what? Beyonce just dropped a western song, and guess what? We got a Western movie.
Hold on,
Black
let me see.
Western. I got the cowboys. I got black cowboys, female cowgirls. I got them on horses. We got brothels. We got all kind of stuff going on. And you see how that works? See how God works?
Oh my God. Hold on. You just ain't gonna sit here and mention that you just did a Western. And we ain't gonna unpack this. So, because I love me a good Western, especially a black Western. You know,
Yes.
so now one, because this is a period timepiece, I understand budgeting and the whole nine. How'd you go about putting together this? Because it's different between, okay, we're doing a modern day something like Cherrybomb
No.
versus,
We made it a modern day Western.
okay,
Because I couldn't do anything about the electricity. I couldn't do nothing. There was a couple things I couldn't do nothing with. So it
okay.
is a modern day Western, but it'd be like real country. Like
Oh,
they
I
got
see
on the
what you're saying.
cowboys, they got on the horses. It's they shooting. We got the I ordered the prop guns.
Mm-hmm.
We in a barn. We made the church a barn. He ends up shooting what the girl for stealing his diamond on the barn. Um, he meets another female. They go to the brothel to get the girl's sister. They tie her up.
Mm-hmm.
He ends up meeting the wife. He got was killed. Um, yeah, like me and my partner, Isaac Hilton, we wrote a Western. We already, it's already put together. We're just gonna do some narration to
Mm-hmm.
it because again, there's certain things we couldn't do. Like when we're in the bar, it's like we couldn't do that with electricity. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like so, it's the electricity in the bar. There
Mm-hmm.
is a surround sound in the bar if you're looking really closely. There's little things, so we have to
Well,
modernize it.
shoot.
But
Well, I think even to the point when you think about towards the end of the Western era, there was some electricity because
okay,
of of Edison, what have you. So, in it, because you can easily say it's towards. Because think about it, because there were still cowboys around the time when you had Dillinger in them. Period. They still would dress as cowboys and the whole nine. I'm a history buff, baby. I'm sorry.
okay.
Trust me, I'm the kind of person because I did porn for 15 years and kind of the same way you want to dot the I's and cross the T's, I was the same way. Because it was like any question that somebody have, I want to be able to, you can answer it with this because of this. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, but no, but that's fine though, because you don't see too many of the black creators going that creative. They mostly sticking with hood shit. You hear them
Yeah,
go,
we
oh,
got we got them in costumes. We done got them in Western costumes, hats. We on a black ranch in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, black owned. We had to do we call it the horseback riding, because you can't get them on a horse unless they. So we did all that. Yeah, so that was a Western. We do have a comedy. I'm just skipping out, but we do have a female comedy dropping in June 11th on Tubi. It's called Have You Seen My Man? So
ooh,
basically, it's comedies are gonna be either hit or miss.
yeah.
So I can see Tubi ripping it up like what in the hell? Because like she wakes up, she's looking for a man the whole time. It's actually a low key stoner movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm TMI y'all what a man is. Basically, he actually got high off some brownies and he was sleeping all day. But she didn't know that. And she got an attitude and she didn't know where her man at. So she's going to his job, she's going to the mom house. There's stuff going on. The girls are getting together. She's upset. She can't find her man. The ex-girlfriend popping up. She's trying to fight her. It's a comedy. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just like when you put something out, you gotta be, if they hate it, they might hate this movie, you know what I'm saying? But at least we put our all into it, to make it as best as we want to, So after that, we have another movie called Killer with a Smile.
Mm-hmm.
And I redid like a Black Misery, but I got twist to it. So basically, it's the guy and the girl together. The girl is actually the wife. She's dying.
Mm-hmm.
She ends up putting a spell on her husband's best friend, like childhood best friend, which happens to be a woman. You know, he knows that this woman is still hanging around. He never cheated on her now, but the woman wants him. So she's actually behind her back, helping her put the insurance together. This, and so wait for her to die type thing. But yeah, and it's like a remake of Misery, but it's younger Black people And I think that's going to be a hit. I really do think that's going to be a hit. That drops in July on Tubi. And then, we just finished the film with Crystal Daw, He Loves Me Not. The John Ford's in it, Lovey Badass is in it, a couple people in it, a lot of people in it. Daniel Green.
Yeah, because I noticed that you do have a lot of the. Because you just mentioned Crystal the Doll, and I also saw that you had my man Gravy, aka Mr. Tubi.
No, I never had none.
So what?
No, you talking about Notorious. He's not. No, I haven't worked with him yet. He's not none of my movies.
Yeah, okay, no doubt. See, I be seeing the stuff on your page. I be like, man, she didn't. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna get him because, like I said, even with the movies, your movies are growing. Period. And did you? I'm gonna ask you this: is it safe to say that your company, your film company, is becoming very well known? Because, like I said, a lot of these movies are actually being seen, and motherfuckers making TikToks. Because even my wife ran to a TikTok that said something about Cherrybomb. You feel where I'm coming from? Because I see a lot of TikTokers, they talk about the tubi movies and a lot of y'all creators. So have you noticed a huge your popularity kind of growing right now?
Okay.
Now, as have you noticed?
Yes. I did. Our Geechee One Films page reached 46 million people. I get paid just by posting on Facebook, so of course. Of course.
Excuse me. And by the way, this flex has been brought to you by Geechee Films.
Yeah.
So now the other part of it is how good it feels to be a Black woman creator.
I think it's awesome. We need our stories to come alive. We need, we have our visions, we have our stories, we have our, ways of telling what we want to come across. So, and there's a lot of females coming out, but there's a lot more men, and they seem to stick together more than the females. But we push it.
Yeah, because I know with you and my girl from Plush Entertainment, man, y'all killing it, yo. Y'all are fucking killing it. Cause so when we gonna get a Geechee Films app? Because it seems like that's the next level for everybody.
Actually, I did one, and actually I did one, and the girl who did it had some issues, and so I paid all this money for an app and everything. This was 3-4 years ago before everybody started doing apps. So
but it's like, but now I'm gonna ask you this because you mentioned you did a comedy. How hard is it to write a comedy versus a drama?
It's like I said, my way of doing things is differently because it comes to me, so it's not hard at all. Like it comes to me. Like I have a dream and I'll wake up and I'll write. So somebody else might be taking forever, but I write as God has given me the vision.
So how do you know when you write something that is going to hit funny wise?
I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna hit money wise. People might hate it. I don't know. I do.
Not money wise, funny wise, funny, as in you get that laugh.
Oh, I mean, I hope they get it. That's why I tell you. That's why I just told you. I don't know what my I don't know if this comedy is gonna be good. I don't know.
Oh no, I let you know because we're gonna bring you back so we can discuss it. But some tell me it's gonna from the scenario that you just described, it's gonna be funny as fuck. Just because the dude fell asleep off an edible and his wife can't find him. So I can imagine the shit that she goes through to find his ass. And then find out that he wasn't cheating, he was just asleep. I'm sorry, that's gold. That's gold. Period. But no, but like I said, but I mean, when it comes to distribution of a movie, because with adult film, that's one of the things I talk about with the people that I bring on is how we put our stuff out and everything. And how do y'all go about putting your stuff on these platforms?
I have a distribution, and my distributor puts it on the platform. So all I do is produce the movie, make sure everything's together, and give it to them, and they distribute it to the different platforms.
So now, does it have to fit a certain type qualification for the distributor to
Um,
take it, do it?
I
Because
mean, they gotta like it. They gotta approve it. I don't know exactly all the details, but they gotta like it, approve it, and it gotta make sense to them. That's all I can really say.
mm,
But what I'll do my best is to try to make it the best as I can make it. That's all I can do.
so other words, smokers, unlike the content creators in my business that can just do a cell phone, can do a cell phone, just get in the business. No, you just can't grab a cell phone, get into this business, people. You got to put some work in, some thought, some attention to detail, and some quality. Because if
Yes,
not, you ain't gonna get nowhere in this shit. So, oh my. So now I got to ask you this: the girl that played in Cherrybomb, the lead,
yes,
um,
Deja,
what's her name again?
Deja McCoy.
Deja McCall. She's good. She's good.
Yeah, she's in the games you play that you said too. She's in that.
Yeah, I saw
She's
her
in
in that
Sneaky
too.
Links with us. She's in a few films. She's in Sneaky Links. She's in Dead Alive Stories.
I seen
Trying
Sneaky
to think.
Links. I seen Sneaky Links. Yeah, okay. See, I know I done seen a
Yeah.
lot of your shit. It's just, like I said, I don't. I pay attention to the title credits, but so much. You know what I'm saying? So when
You
some,
seen Tiffany the doll?
huh?
You
Have I
seen
seen
Tiffany
Crystal?
the doll?
Hell yeah, she's Miss Tubi. Actually, I did a
No, 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 no. Did you see the movie Tiffany the doll?
yes, yes, actually.
Okay, because that's me too.
Oh, see that what I'm saying? It's like a lot because people be because it was like when I sit back, I've talked to Bobby Pleaser. I talked to Terry Mills, and I talked to my man Brandon E. Cornett, aka Beasley Jones, and stuff. And it's what I love talking to y'all is that I want to show the world that there's a world outside of Hollywood of independent creators that they do just as good of work. They may not have the same budget, they may not have the same equipment or resources, but yet they're able to create iconic films. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Yeah, because I'm sorry. That Cherry Bomb was good as shit. And your girl that played the lead, I see she's very versatile because even with the games we played, she just played that thought. It was she had me dying out laughing. She put your boy to sleep.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Wait a
When you
second.
see
Did she fuck him or did she drug him? The
hold on, which movie? Which
guy with the
movie now? The
dreads
games.
and the
The
games we
games we
played.
play.
Yeah. When he pulled his
The guy
pants,
with
he
the
unzipped his pants, and then they came and found his ass laid out.
no, that's supposed to be like a menage type thing. Like like, what can I? And it's like he fell out and fainted and nothing happened, kind of thing. Like, so what can I do to help you, Mr. Pointer? Oh, I can show you their position. Like he's a pervert, type thing.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
can show you So yeah, but that was her very, very first movie with us, actually, too. The
She
games
did
we
very
play.
good in that. Yes, and as well as the lead actress. All the actresses that I've seen, as well as actors that you have, are very good and everything. And so it just what tickled me with games we played was that the lead, she was taking these trips with these guys. And I take it that the husband, if I'm correct, the husband didn't know that it was with guys.
Well, it's like if she was taking visitors. That's what you calling them. Like
Yeah,
doing that. If you get your own room, you pay for your own ticket. It's like she's making money by you, going out with you, but she's not doing nothing with you.
yeah, which was so intriguing about it and stuff. Like I said, I'm going to finish it, trust believe. And me and my wife even talked about it, which I see that your movies cause conversation too. Because like
Yes.
me and my wife had a conversation. Like I was like, well, um, why would these? Because she was like, these dudes shouldn't expect anything. But I said, but a lot of these dudes, even though she might say, no, we ain't gonna do it, they might think that they that lucky one.
Yeah,
Period.
that's what we showed that. We showed all one got naked. He was like, well, I done spent all my money. We in this hotel, the deck out. And she's like, no, we just, no, it wasn't, he's like, this is why people get afraid, get the fuck out, and I spent all my money, I bought you what you wanted, we had a good fucking night, and you gonna tell me, we ain't fucking.
Mm, yeah. which I'm kind of glad that y'all showed that because it showed that you can go on a weekend with a guy and it's strictly business. Because I
Correct.
think from the word I come from, you have guys that pay to just have a girl to be around them just for the look, for the aesthetic, period. Not necessarily even doing sex or anything of that nature. So I'm kind of liked that show that, and it, also like I said, will cause you have stuff in your films that would cause conversation amongst couples, amongst groups, and stuff like that. Period.
Yeah, because I think at the end of the day, I mean, she made it clear though.
Yeah,
Hey, is you gonna get your own room? That's when the other guy came in. He's flirting with her a little bit. He,
yeah.
nice look, eye candy. He's on BMF actually. That dude there, he's on BMF. He was on the Shy. He's
Word.
from Atlanta. He came to Charleston to work with us. Nice looking guy. D. Robinson. So basically, that's why she was putting it out there. Again, you get your own room. He's like, yeah, everything's cool. But then remember, a girl called her about the job situation. That's why she went in the room with the guy, and they're laying in the bed and they did kiss. And he's like, "Fuck your husband," and then she was telling her girl later on, I almost. And I was like, well, almost don't count because I mean, at the end of the day, like my partner was like, she cheated, even if they didn't have sex. By them kissing, that's still
That was still
considered
a cheat.
cheating.
Yeah.
But she was just like, I almost, so that letting them know that okay, she didn't have sex with him. So then it's like all that stuff with her girlfriend. She's like, let me go see him. So she goes to his house. The woman comes to the door. She's like, oh, CJ, and no, I'm not his mother. I mean, I thought that was hilarious. I think
Yeah.
that was a good scene because it was like the sun comes down and it seemed like he done did that before because the sun was like pretending like I don't know, like it's trying to stand up and and he looking at the sun like act like you know her, and
Yeah.
you can tell your mom that was a funny scene.
Yeah, because like I said, I mean, to me, but I think that what makes movies great is that after the movie's over, you can sit down and have a conversation about what happened within the movie and certain parts of it.
Yes.
Period. Because I feel any entertainment should also educate at the same time.
And as you can see, that's Vita. That was with John Rule. She played the
Yeah.
sex doctor. Where would
Yeah.
I be without you? But yeah, that's Vita. Um,
Word.
but we got a lot of celebrities in that movie. So that movie has Vita. You know, um, that was in Belly. So she
Yeah.
plays the sex doctor. Black
Mm.
and Blue Tears, we got Big V from the Nappy Roots.
Okay.
Simple, which I told you about, as well as Lithia's Ball. We have Nikki Natural from
Mm.
Love and Hip Hop Miami. She's in both of those movies with us. We had Omar Gooding. He had a special appearance in Pieces. Um, and again, we just had a couple Tubi stars recently. We had Denzel Dandruff, we had Crystal Dahl, we had DeJohn Ford.
Yeah, Denzel. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
we had an Olympic person in one of our movies, Raven Sanders. She's from Charleston, but
Mm.
she's an Olympic winner. She actually was in a movie that hasn't came out yet. Um, there's somebody else too. I'm missing people. I'm missing names. There's so many people out here. I'm missing a couple names, but
So how do you get connected with these stars? Because like I said, I know Omar Gooden. I mean, he's a known one.
yeah, he's in a lot of independent films too. If you haven't noticed, if you put in his
Yeah.
name, him, Cook and Powell, um, they do a lot of independent movies. So just everybody, talks and reaches out and stuff like that. And
Mm.
I know Vida, I think I may have hit her up or whatever like that. Nikki Natural was on a magazine here in Charleston, so I reached out to her.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Diamond. Yeah, the last had How to Catch a Ball. The Diamond from Crime Mob. She plays Penny. So
Ooh.
we was on set with her. Penny.
Mm.
Well, not Diamond from Crime Mob. Her character's name is Penny. That hasn't came out yet. That'll probably be out like in 6 or 7 months. It's
Okay.
called How to Catch a Baller. So
Yeah, I saw the advertisement for that.
so we do have her in the movie as well. And again, there's other people out there too. I was trying to get Rashida in my movie, but Rashida said she was in London.
Mm.
Um, I don't know.
So shoot. So when it comes to the stars, do you make a role for them or do you find a role they fit?
You're trying to find a role they fit. Um, every once in a while, you can probably put something small. Like Black Rob was supposed to be in Littlest Ball, but he died. Like We
Mhm.
already put a deposit and everything. He died before we actually filmed with him. But he was supposed to have been in Lithia's ball as like the dude he's talking to at the corner, just a scene or two, but
Yeah.
still we could have said he was in the movie. We also went to Vegas and we were Tiffany the doll, we was working with Iris from 702.
Mhm.
She did die, condolences to her and her family. But 2 years ago we did go meet her in Vegas and shot a couple scenes with her and hung out with her in Vegas as well. So that's what's this, little celebrities here and there.
Yeah. So like when you come up with the scenario of the scenes, and I'm talking about, 'cause I had this conversation with Terry Mills, and even like when y'all have to, like for example, you were saying about how you turned the church into a barn. How do you go about finding the places where you can film to bring the vision to life?
Um, this basic location scout. I mean, that right there. I was looking for like a ranch or something, and I think we was out and we saw a black cowboy, and then I was like, "Hey, I'm doing a western," and he was like, "Yeah, I got this land, y'all come out there," and you know, so he has, like when on a ranch, they got the barn, he got the whole setup, he got the land, he got the horses. All we gotta do is show up and shoot,
Yeah,
get the costume.
yeah, I know that was cool, and two, it also good advertising for them. Yeah,
Yes,
period.
always promotion. And we do promote a lot of black businesses in our movies.
Mhm.
Salons. Like I got a wig sponsor. Her name is Penny. Her is Miracle Wigs by Penny. LLC. You'll see me promoting her on a page, and she makes the wigs from scratch. From scratch. So
Mhm.
she travels. She has ambassadors. Like I said, Lovely Badass is one. A girl named Unique Music from Texas. A couple other people. We have clothing stores, clothing lines. I know if you ever heard the song, the Nasty song,
Yeah.
he's actually a clothing sponsor. Stop the Lions is a clothing sponsor. Um, Bell Red Boutique, um, Pretty in Real Life Boutique,
Mhm.
Miss Anisha Parker. You know, um, there's a lot. Just that's why I said there's so people understand there's so much to go into movies, wardrobe, hair,
Yeah.
makeup artists, yeah, people behind the scenes, photography, all that. So it's a lot getting locations. Yeah, it's just a lot of people you don't see on the screen that's part of
Yeah. Yeah.
doing a
Oh, trust me,
production.
even in the porn industry, it's the same. It's just on a somewhat of a smaller scale when it comes to the independent. You feel me? But it's
Yeah.
like it's that's why I try to show people the behind the scenes so they can understand what we do is not easy. It's not as simple as her just pointing a fucking camera. It's a lot of prep that goes into it, and I don't want to go into the after effect after you film everything, the editing and all that, because y'all editing is way more complex than ours. Period and everything. So it's amazing when I look at y'all finished product and knowing what y'all had to go through going to do everything is mind blowing. Period. But see, this is one question I wanted to ask. Because when it comes to the love making scene, because that's what my fans want to know, how do y'all go about it with y'all actors and actresses? And how do y'all direct it? Because I had talked to a young lady by the name of the sexologist, aka the glamazon known as Tyone Morgan. And some directors have her on set to kind of coach the talent with the lovemaking and discussing boundaries and such of that nature. So how do y'all go about that when it comes to lovemaking scenes?
Well, I mean, we don't really have any in-depth sex scenes at all as of yet.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, like you said, if you like the games they play, they got you can see her underwear, you can see.
Yeah, yeah,
But we don't really have no in-depth. A lot of these girls really don't want to have a sex scene.
yeah, yeah.
It's, like I said, we haven't. I guess we personally have not got to that level as of yet to be really, just right now we're just angles, so nobody's really touching nothing and doing all that stuff. So yeah, it's just like maybe dry humping and that's basically it. We don't really have too much of that now, so it's not like you can catch nothing or get nothing because We don't
Yeah.
really have none of that going on as of yet.
Mm. Oh no, but I mean, I understand how Hollywood do their sex scenes. Of course, the dude is not completely wasteless. He has something on. Trust believe they're not really doing the do. But I know
Mhm.
that the actress still had to feel comfortable with the guy to a certain extent to really so the scene can go smooth. You feel what I'm coming
Yeah,
from? So like if
yeah,
there's any conversation between them, any conversation between you and them because you're the director or what have you. You feel what I'm coming from?
yeah. Just so basically, we just be like, okay, y'all have a sex scene. Hopefully, I mean, I get what you're saying too, because they do have nowadays they do have what you call a little. Was it? They got someone that coaches that now, but
Yeah.
we don't really. Nah, like I have it where like it's just like we ask what they're comfortable with, and we try to, like one girl, she doesn't like when you watch Sneaky Link, she doesn't have any sex scenes really. I mean, it's like one what looks like she's getting her coochie. I mean, besides that,
Mhm.
it's more like her about to have sex, and then okay, now it's over. So we haven't really got to that point where, but even the little small scenes, they have to feel comfortable with each other. And hey, do you mind kissing them? Do you mind touching them? Do you mind this? They
Mhm.
say no. I mean, we can't force it. So
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, just like asking that and stuff, so people can understand it when it comes to filming, whether it's porn or or actual movies. There is some type of consent. There had to be some type of comfortability between the talents so that the scene can shoot smooth and look authentic as much as possible. You know,
correct. But like I
because
said, I mean, if you want to say that, but our sex scenes, they don't. None of them look,
mm,
it's like you could tell that they had. You could see the underwear.
yeah.
Like Cherry
I
Bomb,
mean, but
that sex
we
scene.
know it's a
Like,
movie. You get what I'm saying? But it's still though that even with some of your sex scenes, it still holds the illusion. I can still lose myself in the fantasy, even though I see her in the even though I see that she had not moved that thong to the side one time.
hmm
Well, maybe he didn't want them thong moved to the side. You get what I'm saying?
yes,
You feel me? It still has some authenticness to it. Cause even with, like I said, with Cherry Bomb, when you didn't show the sex, it still showed it's somewhat of a comedy of because dude had his shirt over his head and shit or whatever over his head. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it was a oopsie.
yeah. Like,
And
oh
it
my God, what
fit,
happened?
yeah, and it fit what you were trying to bring across in that part of the film.
Yes. So it's like, what happened? Oh my goodness, that pasta. So I had somebody say that too, like, on her and blame it on the pasta. It's all about the pasta, the pasta, the pasta. So it's.
That was some
Uh,
good ass pasta. I need that pasta. Shoot, he need to sell that. Oh my God. So yes, Miss Lady, I done held this lady up here for almost an hour, and we ain't even touched the surface of a lot of things. So I'm about to bring you back, Mama. I'm
okay.
gonna bring you
Well,
back,
I'm good.
no doubt. So with that being said, I got to ask you the $1 million question. Can I call you a smoke buddy?
Yes.
So y'all heard it. She'll be back here on the Smokers Lounge. She's not gonna make it to the premium smoke room, but to go subscribe. But she will be back here on the premium. She will be back here on the Smokers Lounge. We're gonna talk more about her movies, especially I can't wait for the new ones to drop. So we can talk about that and everything. And maybe she might show her pretty face. Cause people, when you see the picture, you're gonna be like, she need to be in front of the camera too. I mean, I'm just saying she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. You know.
Oh, thank you.
So with that being said, tell everybody where they can find you, where they can find your movies, all that good stuff.
All right. So again, my name is Felicia Rivers, Miss Geechee One. You can go on Facebook. It's Felicia Felicia space Geechee One all E's, which is GeeCheeOne. That's Geechee One. That's my brand. Last name is Rivers, so it's Felicia Geechee One Rivers. That's Facebook. If you go to Instagram, it's at Geechee One. Again, that's at GeeCheeOne. I don't really be on Instagram like that, but I think when I share on Facebook, it goes to Instagram. Again, if you're trying to reach me, you would want to hit me on Facebook if you can, or you can also email me at Geechee One News. Again, that's GeeCheeOne news@gmail.com. If you need me, you can always. My phone be going off a lot, so texting is best. 843-628-9994. The website needs to be updated. So, but I do have a website, getyone.com. It does need to be updated, so don't trip. But that's my Facebook, that's my IG, that's my phone number, that's my email. Follow us on Geechee One Films on Facebook. Again, we're at 46 million. I promote everybody's movies, not just mine, but everybody's. So, um, and again, like I said, we got 15 films on tubi, and I can go over that real quick.
Go ahead.
Like I said, what is a short? Now, Glory Mountain is a 20-minute short. Is a woman empowerment short. It is. What is it? It is woman a smart. So you might want to sit back and watch a short. It's 20 minutes. It's woman empowerment. But Black and Blue Tears, Treasure Box, Sneaky Links, Twerk, Reggae Nights, which is like a fun movie with reggae music, dancing. I try to do different things. So that's what I said. All my movies are different. So you're gonna be like, okay, dang, that's something totally different, but it's music centered. Sugar Babies, Tiffany the Doll, The Games We Play, The Color Green, Lythia's Ball, Pieces, No New Friends, Cherry Bomb, Glory Mountain, Sinful, Slay Queen, which is my holiday movie, Dead Alive series, which is actually a series. I think it's about 8 episodes. We have zombie cheerleaders on there. We got monsters eating people on there. We got people turning into zombies. It's a bitch. Hold on, it's like 8 1. So it's Black Mermaids, Killer Queens, Party Till You Die, um, Strange Things. I'm trying to see if I remember all of them top of my head. I don't know. It's a bunch of them. Um, but I do know a lot of people said we should probably make zombie cheerleaders a full length. We got the cheerleaders. They're I don't know. Watch it. It's on Tubi, but it's under Dead Alive Stories. Trap Flicks Party is another one, which is like that too. I want to say it's about 4 shorts. Um, it starts off with somebody watching TV, and it goes to the shorts. Which actually the first short is Tiffany the Doll, the original Tiffany the Doll, um, which we made a short and we made it a full length film. Which we are planning on doing Tiffany the Doll Part 2. We might change the name to Army of Dolls, but that one's gonna be even more crazier because I need some people because these dolls are actually gonna start chasing and bite people and shit. So I think it's gonna be totally fucking dope once we do it. But yeah, that's all 15 titles.
Yeah.
And again, we wrapping up. He Loves Me Not on the 16th. We are filming the Boyfriend Killers on the 17th, and then our next film is called what's the name of the darn film? I can't think right now. It's called My Biggest Fan, but we might change it because I did find out someone else has that name, so it might be called Fan. And I got a movie like an R. Kelly type thing about this mother who gives her daughter to a rapper for money, and she ends up waking up in a dungeon for the other girls. That's another script on deck too. Plus,
I'm gonna tell you the movie that I wish if I had the money, I would make.
okay,
And it's about this gangster from Durham called Frank Matthews. Because they didn't make a movie about Frank Lewis, but no one made a movie about Frank Matthews, and he's the
okay.
only black gangster that never got caught. I think that's the reason why they ain't ever made a movie about him. But I think he has a
He never
fascinating
got caught.
story. Never got caught. And from Durham, North Carolina.
Okay, well, yeah, you should do it. That'd be dope. No problem. Let's get it.
Shit. That's why I said, boy, if I ever go in the lotto, boy, I'll give you a phone call, right? To do a movie, right? You know that because you right next door. So
Yeah, we got to do it. No problem. Anybody want to network? Let me up. If y'all want to make a donation, my cash app is Miss. What's it? $ MSGEECHEEONE. And my beautiful face will pop up. I'll take $1. I'll take $5. I'll take $20. I'll take $1,000. Whatever you want to donate to me. If you didn't get it, you again text me 843-628-9994. We do have an event. We got 2 events coming up here in Charleston. March 30th, the Western premiere here in Charleston. Tickets are $25 on Eventbrite. as well as April 25th, I have Chicago director, photographer Reginald Iron coming to Charles. I do actors workshops on Thursdays. They're free. He's coming to speak as well as do headshots, and the headshots are like $99, and people get booked off these headshots. So, and I had a lady in my actors class yesterday. She drove from Alabama 9 hours
Hey,
just to meet me, and she was in my class, and she wants to do a movie. So, hopefully we'll make that happen for her as well. So, like I said, just don't be scared. We here. Let's
I mean, think
network.
about this. You got people that drive and want to be a part of your film. That speaks volumes to your success in this business model.
Yeah.
That
So,
speaks volumes straight up. Like, what? You know how long of a drive it is for Alabama people to North to South Carolina.
but I actually did that. Actually, there's a network in Linden, Alabama. It's called the On Point Network. I was not I actually won. I won. I won. We won 3 awards this year. I don't think I won director. We won movie,
Mm.
actress, and something else. But last year I won the best director. And we drove there from Charleston to Alabama, Linden, Alabama, for that. Actually, the crazy thing is I don't drive, like my car has taken me everywhere. I drove to New York. I drove all the way to New York and back for the Carefree Black Girl picnic. We showed a movie in the Bronx. We showed a movie up you know in the
Mm.
woods. I drove to Chicago. I'm an actress as well. So if you go on Tubi, it's called The Wizard 2020. I do play one of the evil stepsisters. I'm the one in the red that poisons
You said
Dorothy
Vision
and all that.
2020? Yeah, I'm about to look
Yeah,
that up. I'm about to look that up
um,
right now.
I think it's spelled out. The THE Wizard
Mm.
20 might be the number 20 spelled out. But I am in that movie, and I'm in a comedy too called Dank, DANK. That
I
just
was
came
gonna
out like
watch it. I was gonna watch it the other day. I ain't get around to it because me being a
um,
smoker, you said dank. I got to watch.
yeah, it was called Reefer. They changed it to Dank, but I'm in it for like 2. I'm the Geechee girl cursing that dude, the little skinny girl cursing. I'm
Oh,
fat now.
so we using the Geechee's dialect, baby.
No, I mean, I'm from the Chuck, so we say that, but I do sound Geechee because people like you from Jamaica, and I'm like nah, but
Yeah.
like I said, that's 2 movies that I am in. They're not my movies, Like I said, if you didn't know, telling you the 2020, the Wizard 2020, which is a remake of the Wiz, black remake, and as well as DANK Dank. So there's 2 films that you can watch on Tubi that I am in. I'm in a couple of mine, but like just an extra here or there. But those ones I actually had parts. I'm cursing and acting a damn fool.
So wait a
You know,
second, but you ain't Cherrybomb.
trying to think if I made it anywhere in Cherrybomb. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. If I did, I don't remember. I know I wasn't in the jail or nothing like that. It would be like if like an extra needed someplace or something. I know like in Sugar Babies, I'm the judge, but I don't have any. If you have to catch it real quick.
Mhm.
If you don't catch it, you don't catch it. But like I said, those 2 films, I'm actually other people's productions, and I'm actually talking it. A actual character doing something.
Say no more. So people, she will be back, and I hope y'all enjoyed this episode because I damn sure did. Period. So with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every damn day, people. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Miss Rivers, say goodbye to the smokers.
All right, bye, smokers. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night.